gosh. It's like a little town here. They're all ready for their... I mean, that's probably next year's firewood is probably what it is. I mean, the wood that I cut this year is for another year. It's for further, because it's still got to be cured. But this is the best time to cut wood, is right now, starting up soon. I mean, when it starts getting colder out. And then you burn that wood in a year or two. Because you don't want to burn the wood you just cut. They're blooming. That sometimes they bloom twice. I've seen that happen even at my place. They bloom twice. They bloom in the May and they bloom again in October. So they did that one year in Mesita, and there's a whole bunch of lilacs on the other side of town on 21, and they all bloomed, and I thought that's weird. And it was a big lilac area. It's a big bush. And then the next year mine bloomed twice. Something like that. I had mine bloom twice. Most of the time they just bloom in May. About the time I used to go to the May Festival at the Daily Center, they'd bloom for that week, and that was the week that I went on the trip. So I missed it, but of course I got to see the festival. Now they don't have that anymore. They stopped having it at the Daily Plaza. They had it every day for 5 days at noon. And then I used to just go downtown after the festival. I'd go to Devon or whatever. And I knew the people. The people knew me too. Rosie Miller had a lot to do with the program. She was the consulate general. And I went to some places with her. I did some activities with her. She was from Indonesia, Indonesian consulate general. And she managed that festival. And they used to pass the gavel every year to a different nation would host it every year. And they stopped doing that. Before Mom died. They just weren't able to do it anymore at the Daily Plaza. Okay. I used to go to that every year. I started going to that in 2000. Remember the first time I saw it, it was 2002. I just was walking through. I lived there, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is really beautiful, and everybody had cameras, and I didn't have a camera yet. The next year I came with a camera. I had that G2, one of the first digital cameras that came out. Nice little camera, Canon. And I went to it every year after that. So it was really something to experience. All Asian, Oriental programming. And they had really good food there too. It was not expensive, and it was really good food. There was vegetarian options too. And sometimes Rosie usually got me something. She knew I was a vegetarian too. I mean, that's nice when people think about that kind of stuff, that they don't just bring you something that is not part of your diet. I I know that some people, you'll tell them you're vegetarian, and the next day they'll bring you something with beef in it. It's like, what do you do with that? And you told them too that you don't eat meat. I forget people's names though, but at least I don't bring them something that they don't eat. But I forget people's names. I'm not real good with names. Horse crossing. Okay, is this the end of it? Yeah, this is the end. Okay, we're at 82.8. I'm going to turn right. This is the end of it. It's called Dutch Hollow here, so it's not the same road all the way through. It's just a designation. Okay, so now we're back on 131. And we're going south. We're at 82. We're at 83. Okay, I don't think I've been through here before. Rockton. It's unincorporated. Fur. Okay, I'm not interested in fur. I mean, this is the time when you would, if there's an Amish store, this is when you would stop. And look around, see if there's anything. What that other road is. Oh, it's a gravel road. Goes into gravel. Yeah, I haven't been through here. This doesn't look familiar at all. Yeah, I think that second rustic road runs into the first one, the one that I took last year. So part of that route I took. I think part of it I didn't. J&R Country Orchard. Off here.